Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Carnivores 2 Plus. So, last week I tried going after the Spinosaurus. It was a bit of a mixed bag of got one very, very easily and got completely shredded very easily by the second. So I think my focus is going to definitely be getting those points up. So I don't think we're going to go like too far ahead. I think I want to go back to Fort Ciskin though. And I do want to take the rifle. I'm also thinking maybe the shotgun. So that doesn't give us a lot of points, but it might... Yeah, I think that's not too bad of a loadout there. So my focus is, let's go to Fort Ciskin, and let's actually go to the dinosaur wall. Like, the village that has that kind of in place. Because I don't think I've ever actually been down to that corner of the map to show it off. So it's the southwest corner, we'll head there. Try to go for Stegos, Allos, Chasmos. Basically just try to get whatever we can for points. At least one of the nice things, if you do pick a roster that has, like, the same mortal zone, you know you're aiming all in the same area. So the Stego's the head, the Allo's the head. It probably would be good if I had just 2 more points. I probably would have put the Parasaur. Yeah, no, the Raptor's a little too much, because I think I'd only have, like, 100 points with that, so... Well, we'll go for this, try to earn those points up, and take a little sightseeing tour as we can. So everything is looking pretty good. We'll hop in and get to a brand new hunt. Okay, so we're all loaded in here now. Okay, so that's the rifle to start with. There's... Oh no, that's a shotgun. Okay, so then is the rifle... Yeah, the rifle's the one with the little circle for its sight. Okay. And to start us off, it kind of dropped us in close to the opposite corner of the map. So I'm actually pretty okay with that, because that means... Well, my voice, aside from whatever it's doing this morning. This means I'm going to have a lot of distance to cover, which might mean I also have a lot of hunting opportunities as well, try and get down to Fort Ciskin itself. Yeah, I think the reason why I never thought it was down in that corner is because, looking at it now, I can see what the buildings are supposed to be, but from all the other times I've played, I guess I've always mistaken that just as like a pair of mountains and stones in between, not that that's actually where the village is. So we'll definitely try to get our way down there and see what we can make of just our hunt and what that looks like in Carnivores 2 Plus. Well, we'll just carefully go about, keep our eyes open for anything that's on the way. Again, the roster, it's not that dangerous that I have picked. Probably the biggest threat is the Allosaurus or maybe the Chasmosaurus if we do have one provoked. Oh, well, speaking of Chasmosaur, I swear, these guys descended from some kind of mountain goat or something for, like, how they like to climb up into spots. Like, I don't even know, how did you get up there? Because, like, that's not even an area that has, like, accessibility to it. It's just... Like... God, you guys really do have some kind of weird, like, mountain living thing in your DNA. I mean, I do feel a little bit bad because this is going to be pretty easy. I say it's going to be pretty easy, although it's not going down too easily, is it? There we go. Yeah, okay, yeah. One of the problems about Mortal Zones can be... It can basically take a whole clip to get an animal down if you miss those zones. So that is why I want to have the shotgun both as more hunting options available, and also the self-defense in case, like, the Chasmo decide to take a leap of faith and jump down trying after us. Again, I'm super surprised to see one up in that area of all places, but I'm considering how the Stegosaurs and that have been through Carnivores 2 Plus already, not the most surprising for them to get themselves up lodged into that. It's like a cat up a tree in a way, isn't it? Although, that's one thing I've not experienced yet, is a dinosaur stuck in a tree or up on top of a tree. I still think it can happen. I mean, we already have the proof from the Chasmo there, or the Stegos, that they like to climb up into spots. So maybe I will come across one that's actually, like, stuck up a tree like a cat. Okay, let's... Yeah, try to get up out of here. And just because this is a bit of a hilly area. Okay, that's just you walking around. Yeah, just with the shotgun until we get some good line of sight. And then once we're kind of clear, we'll switch back to the rifle. I don't know, I thought I heard something different. I don't know if it was an Allosaurus, but it might have even just been like the Dimetrodon. Just kind of be cautious as I'm going up and around. I mean, it's not like we have a lot of points, but after the Spinosaurus hunt last week, I'd like to at least try to get some more progress made. I think that's kind of one of the big things about Carnivores, as like any series I cover, is even if I don't make progress every week, I want to at least make progress every couple of weeks. So even if there's a hunt that completely busts and fails out because I'm not quite fast enough on the draw or I'm not accurate enough, it doesn't bug me that much, but it's more once it starts like snowballing to a second week without progress or a third week without progress. That's where I start to feel a little bit more antsy about trying to, or wanting to try to be better and getting progress made. Okay, so it's just the Pteranodon flying around, it seems, there. So I think we'll walk around the marsh. The wind's thankfully been in our favor for where we want to go. It's also just that there's not really been like a lot of opportunities aside from the Chasmo I've seen yet. Oh, just Gallimimus out there. Somewhere, I actually don't know where the hell it is. Oh, up over there. Yeah, I didn't even realize I was actually looking at it. It was something else color-wise that kind of drew my focus there. Okay. We'll just shake off the sleep, get everything started for the day. And Carnivores 2, I think, is probably the best series to be starting with it. Okay, thought I heard something else. Maybe it's just the little moss chops. But yeah, I'm basically recording my Friday, Saturday, Sunday stuff all together as a clump in a way, so I think instead of doing the Hunter Classic like I have been, it's better to start off with Carnivores 2 Plus, because it's a little bit more easy to be dropped in and get things rolling than how the Hunter Classic is at times. Okay. So I want to keep working my way south. Oh. I got the Brachiosaurus, but there's something a little bit more interesting over there. We got ourselves a Stego. Now, it's kind of funny, when I was hunting them, was it just with the pistol or... No, I think it was with the rifle. If I can use the binoculars to kind of get lined up for... Oh, that one rock wants to be just in the way. There we go. I was going, for a moment, it looked like he was actually, like, charging at us, because direction-wise, it was coming right for us, and then decided to turn around. So, unfortunately, we still got 6 shots. I'm not quite as good with the rifle this time around as I've been in the past, but we are getting success, and we are seeing some results. So the only thing that we're kind of missing would be an Allosaurus, then we've got one of the roster completely done. Not too shabby for not even a 10-minute episode yet. Pass by the Slurping Brachio here. Well, okay, was that actually in the, like, original Carnivores 2 where you can see, like, it's swallowing? I only noticed that feature now when I'm watching. I didn't realize that you actually have, like, the bulge along the neck for when it's drinking. Okay, we just looked over this way and I heard something else, so I thought maybe there was something else going on. Maybe not. Okay, you know what? Yeah, because it's been going so well, I want to just try to see... No, of course, now you're not going to do it anymore, are you? I was going to try just wait for him to do another drinking animation so that we kind of watch and see how that happens, but I don't think it's going to. Yeah, I think he's kind of done for now. Okay. Well, we'll continue on because we are slowly nearing Fort Ciskin. It should be just a little further to our south. And again, we'll just keep the shotgun at the ready. Oh, there's the DINO WALL, I believe. Yeah, just starting to see some of it. So keep this handy just in case. Aside from a little bit of an texture glitch going on there, we should be able to see it soon enough. So this... well, what? Oh. When I do not try with the weapons, I am pretty damn good. But when I do try, I fail miserably. I was going to say, this was a DINO WALL, and it probably would have done its job well, except for it being broken, and you being a prime example of what we have to be careful of. I wasn't expecting to have an Allosaurus here, but actually... God, it makes it almost feel like fitting that there's one in here, doesn't it? Like, the gate completely smashed open. Like, literally, the giant frickin'... Now, what do you think made that? My guess is probably a Rex's head slammed through and snapped the, like, the locking bar there. And then I guess maybe the other parts just kind of fell to disrepair, perhaps. Either that or multiple Rexes kind of went through here. But yeah, it felt kind of fitting to have a Allosaurus here just waiting to ambush you, as if it was, like, waiting to hunt. And we got just the empty buildings around here, so this was Fort Ciskin. You know, one thing I've kind of found a bit odd is when you think, like, how there are a lot of these classic PC games that even get, like, fan recreations or things like that, there's never been one that really, I think, has tried to remaster even, like, a single map of Carnivores and some stuff with it. I do just want to be careful, because I don't know how these buildings would exactly interact with, like, say, Allosauruses or that. Like, if you're being chased by one, can you actually, like, hop in here, and then the Allo has to, like, try to do its pathfinding to use the door, or would it actually, like, phase through the walls? I'm not sure I want to put that to the test this episode, just because of the points we got so far, but... something that I wonder about. And you guys are definitely enjoying having this place opened up. It actually makes me wonder if, like, if this place was broken open and all the carnivores left the area, this might actually be a pretty good, like, herbivore den. I mean, you've got it pretty sheltered. There's not a lot of routes of access in. I say that, although it looks like they didn't even, like, put anything around here. Oh, okay, I can kind of see why they didn't need, then. If there is kind of, like, the water source here, I guess you wouldn't have to worry too much about stuff wandering in from this end. Yeah, we'll go for a little bit longer, just try to see if we can find something else. Even try to get some calls going. Because I have basically been silent this... well, not I've been silent, but we haven't been calling in the game for anything, just because we've had Ciskin as, like, our place to visit. Oh. So they did actually have more to the wall. They actually did have a spot down here, although this one... looks like it was broken in from the south side from the way some of these are lying. I feel like there's... I almost hear like a breathing, and it makes me think there's something... I guess there's nothing. I thought I almost heard like a breathing sound effect. Unless maybe there's something like a Brachiosaurus just around here that maybe I'm mistaking for. Yeah, so they've definitely had a lot of the walls of the fort definitely got a bit smashed up. Makes me wonder, was it the gate to fall first, or was it areas like this? Or did they just piss off an entire Tyrannosaurus pack and they decided to all smash in at the same time? Kind of hard to say, but it is actually nice to say that we could put like a little stamp of achievement. We have seen Fort Ciskin and we've been inside it. Heck, we even cleared out a little bit of an Allosaurus problem it had. But I don't know what we'll do. Maybe we'll go back out through the gate and then try to find some other animals. Like, I don't know if there would actually be anything too close to the fort or not. Okay, well, thankfully it seems like we don't have the, at least the call glitch that was happening with the tranquilized animals at times. Because we didn't hear a call back from this guy. Okay, so I guess we'll work to the west. We'll head out that way, see if we can get anything for a couple more minutes or so, and then we'll probably be good to wrap this episode up here. We at least got the full roster taken down, which is nice. It might not be the most amount of points, but every little bit definitely does help towards the big goal. It's actually kind of hard to say how long of a series like Carnivores 2 Plus might be, because we basically have majority of the weapon roster available point-wise now. The dinosaur roster and the maps are actually probably going to be the ones that are going to take longer, just because of, again, the dinosaurs, when it hits that curve, it really hits the curve. Like, I think after the Spinosaurus, it's going to be a lot harder to, and slower, to get our points up for the other animals. It is pretty quiet in this area. I kind of thought with us getting more into almost like middle of the map-ish, we might hear or see some more things, but not really the case, is it? Yeah, like nothing. Huh. I mean, I'll take a nice easy little day of hunting then. We got to sightsee, took down a few animals, chatted a little bit. Definitely an alright day in my opinion. Although I still do want to be cautious just because we're not out of the woods yet. I mean, literally, we're still in the woods here. But we're not quite done with the hunt yet, and you never know what else might be on the map. Because there are times we've spotted the Spinosauruses earlier in the series. Like, I think it was it only like the second or third episode I think we had seen a Spinosaurus on the ancient coast. Can't remember, but I know we saw them quite a bit early. I think the Spinos and even the Ceratosaurus might be possible. Maybe not the Cerato, I'm trying to think. I know the bonus animal and the Rex can only be on maps if you've, like, selected them to be. I thought I heard something else. It might be the Cerato, the Rex, and the Amargasaurus won't be on maps unless you have them selected on the roster. Jeez, yeah, we don't hear anything calling back, do we? You know what? I guess I'll take that. Don't get too greedy. Let's just actually be happy I got progress made. Okay, so we're back here in the hunt menu, and did get a fair number of points, so I think I only had 8 left over to start with, so I could always try doing something interesting, like could I can't quite afford that, unless I... Ooh, that's an idea. Spinosaurus with the double barrel. I may try that, because it would be nice to try to get them down, and then yeah, I think the Strato, the Rex, those three will only be on maps if you have them picked. So everything up here is basically fair game to spawn on any map at any time. But that is interesting. I'm still a ways off from the sniper rifle, although not that much, so a few Spinos, that might be worth it. That might actually be worth trying next week. You guys let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll see. We might actually do the double barrel shotgun for the Spinos. But thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode of Carnivores 2 Plus. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give us a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave it all in the comments right down below. I'm always hoping to, I tried to take a breath without trying to do something that I cut out from the mic, and that obviously failed. I try to respond to any questions or feedback as soon as I can on the channel, and until I do catch you all in the next video, survivors, please remember, as always, to take care and stay alive.